What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man, Chaz once again answering the questions that you asked me. Now, a lot of ladies have been asking me, how do I get a guy to take me out on a real date? Not that old fake stuff, not Netflix and chill, or, come to my apartment and give me a massage, but how do I get a dude to take me on a real date? Well, I got 3 secrets for you to getting a guy to take you on a real date. Number 1, date who likes you. Now, I know a lot of y'all are like, I don't want to settle and all this kind of stuff. You don't have to marry everybody you date. But what you do need to do is go out with people who will give you the things that you want. If you want to go out to dinner, if you want to go-kart riding, whatever, play miniature golf, but some of these other guys won't do it, go out with the guy who will. Now, I know some fellas are going to get mad at me for saying that. They're going to be like, oh, I don't want you using me and all that. Hey, this video is for the ladies, so get mad if you want. The thing about it is you want to go out with people who will give you what you want, who will take you out on fun dates, who will enjoy your company and you can enjoy theirs. That way you're not desperate, because whatever you're going through in life shows. If you haven't been out on a date in 6 months, it shows. You may think it doesn't, but it does. People know that. This is how players operate. What they do is they go out with the person who will give them what they want. So they holler at you and say, yo, what's up, girl? You want to come to the crib, Netflix and chill? Nothing major. You're like, no, I don't want to do no Netflix and chill. I want to go on a real date. I'm not playing that. So all they do is wait you out because they know you're going to be sitting at the crib watching Love and Hip Hop or some soap operas or whatever it is you watch. Maybe the History Channel. I don't know. But you could be sitting at the crib while they're doing their thing, right? They're going to be fresh off a girl the next time they call you while you've been sitting at the crib eating pizza, singing sad songs, probably listening to Fantasia. So they got the upper hand at that point. So you want to go out with the people who like you because you don't owe them anything. You don't have to sleep with them. You don't have to ever call them again. But it keeps you current, keeps you going out, keeps you having fun. It makes it so that when some of the guys you may want to date call you, they don't have the upper hand. Also, you might be surprised that you go out with some of these guys you may not think you're that interested in. May turn out to be somebody you really like. But even if it doesn't, you got to go out. Number 2, pay attention. Make no exceptions. See, what women will do is say, I want someone who's going to take me on a real date, and I'm not with that Netflix and chill, and I'm not just going to go over some guy's house, and I want somebody who's going to be in a real relationship with me, and I want love, and I want happiness, and I'm not going to settle for anything less. But you get a call from Mr. Handsome, charming, funny, successful, and he says, hey girl, you want to do this Netflix and chill? And you're like, no. And then he doesn't call you for a little while or whatever. Eventually you get around to doing what? Netflix and chill. So what does that tell him? It tells him that you just aren't valuable. It tells him that you don't have any real morals or standards. And the reality of the situation is you kind of don't. If you're going to change your morals or change your standards because of the person, that means you don't really have them. They're not really set up. Yeah, if the morals and standards you got for a short, fat guy with living in his mom's basement aren't consistent when you're dealing with, tall, handsome guy with 6-pack and driving a Porsche, then you just got to be real with yourself and say, these aren't really my morals or standards. They're on a slide scale, so no one's going to respect them. That's just the reality of the situation. I know that might be upsetting, but I'm just trying to help. Keeping it real with you is the only way to help. So you gotta think about that. When you make exceptions for these dudes, it's not like they're gonna sit there and go, oh, she made an exception for me, I'm grateful. They're gonna be like, yeah, you made an exception for me because I'm cute. You made an exception for me because I got money. You made an exception for me because I got game or I'm funny or whatever the case may be. They know the deal because that's what happens across the board. Everybody makes an exception for them. Be real with yourself right now. Everybody's pretty much competing for the same dudes. It's the way it is. So just like you made an exception for that dude who went over there and Netflixed and chilled, 5, 6 other girls did the same exact thing. And you just added into the pile. So you cannot make exceptions. If you want something, you have to say, I will tolerate nothing less. If you tolerate less, you will keep getting less, no matter who you're getting it from. Number 3, waste their time. Now, I know this is very difficult for a lot of you because you're like, I don't like to play games. Well, if you're in this relationship thing, you're playing a game. Whether you're playing to lose or win is up to you, but you're playing the game. Okay, you want to waste a person's time because it separates you from everybody else. What do most women do when somebody calls and says Netflix and chill, hang out in my apartment, hang out in my house, whatever? Most women give a speech or they go ahead and do it. And in some cases, they also try to delay. They're like, I'm not doing that. And then, 2-3 weeks later, they go ahead and acquiesce. It's just the reality of the situation. So you want to be different from everybody else. This is why I talk to you about going out with people, even though they may not be your ideal person. It keeps you occupied. It gives you something to do. It makes it so that your time is going to be occupied if you're not with this other person. Now, when someone hits you up and says Netflix and chill, instead of making a speech and trying to get them to give you what you want, what you do is you just reject what you don't want. And you do it in a way that also puts them on hold, because that was what they was trying to do to you. Now, you say, oh, I'll think about it, and then just never hit them back. They like, dang, is this girl gonna call me back? What's up? What is she doing? You would think a guy would get pissed off and walk away. But the Netflix and chill guy is a hunter. He's trying to collect. He's doing Netflix and chill so he can have the lowest amount of investment in each girl so he can have more of them. I know some dudes are going to be like, man, what the hell? But hey, these ladies watching the video. So he's trying to have the least amount of investment in each girl so he can collect more of them. If you waste that person's time, that means that he's invested more in you than he has in any of the other ones. Get where I'm coming from? So now he's going to keep wanting to hunt you for the simple fact that you've wasted his time. You've wasted a resource. So unless he can somehow get with you, that resource is going to be wasted forever. So what you do is when he hits you up, you say, yeah, I'll think about it. You don't hit him back. He texts you and stuff like that, trying to get in touch with you. Sometimes you text him back. Sometimes you don't. Giving him enough energy, enough communication to feel like you might be interested, but not knowing exactly why you won't take that next step. He's going to hunt that. He's going to look for that. He's going to try to figure out what's going on. And a lot of times that's going to make him far more interested in you in the long run because he's already made an investment. If you just go over the crib and it's like the opposite of going over the crib and Netflix and chill. When you go over the crib and Netflix and chill, he smashes. He has no investment, no reason for him to ever ask you out again. And if he does, it's going to be the same thing. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Peace.